Coming up in this episode, in the morning, I swap my 450 for a 411 and we head up the valley to Turtuk. Along the way, we do some water crossings, cross some questionable bridges, and discover what this incredible valley has to offer. In the afternoon, I swap my 450 for a camel.
So we're just leaving the hotel at Hunder. We're just going off for a day trip. We'll be back later today. Had a good night's sleep last night, thank God. One of the guys had some nasal decongestant spray, which did the trip, cleared me up. Got some good sleep. We're just going off on a day ride now up the valley, as far as we can go in the northern part of India. And as you might notice, I'm on a different bike. I swapped with Shiva, the road captain, just to try out the 411. I've never ridden one, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. The interesting thing I've noticed is that, like one of the road crew has been riding one with a 2-up with a photographer on the back, and they've kept up. They've never been left behind. So I'm interested to see how it goes to the 411. To the 450 rather. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. But now we're just heading up the valley. It's another warm day. Certainly a good river. And on the highway, except we're stopping. Another army camp. There's quite a few up this way. Makes sense, I suppose, given its proximity to Pakistan and China. Certainly would be a lot of water coming down here, blow all these rocks down over the road. It's a great view looking up the valley where we're heading. Another army camp here. This is a no photo zone, so I'll talk quietly so no one knows. A little creek crossing. Oh, causeway. Causeway with some washed down rocks on it. I might indeed lift my legs up for this. Chug, 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 chug. Ooh, a bit slippery at the end, mate. Another little village set in the beautiful Nubra Valley. So we're just coming up the Nubra Valley. It's quite a big off-road section. Lots of dust though. A fair bit of traffic too, which is kicking up that dust. All these road workers and no machines. All doing it by hand. All the road workers, man. In Australia we have like 20 people to one machine. Here they have like 300 people to one machine, maybe more. Just looking at the rocks they've placed on the prepared road so no one drives on it. Mike just pointed out there's no witches' hats at all, just all these individually placed rocks. I suppose witches' hats you have to buy, and rocks there's plenty of them. Wow, steep little gorge. The men at work are sitting down on the thing. Wow, that's pretty. So this is still the Nubra Valley we're heading up. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is what they call the main highway, by the way. If you get a truck on it, as you would have just seen, you've got to get off the road pretty much. This is just incredible. Chiang Mai-det. Wow, this valley just keeps on giving. That's a pretty loose, clunky platform. It does say one vehicle at a time. Motorbikes aren't vehicles, so clearly they mean trucks anyway. You probably have all our bikes on equal to a truck. So just here at an army post, a checkpoint. Shiva's down there doing the stuff he needs to do. Wow. Certainly don't want to go off the edge there. Little village of Bogdane, deep in the Nubra Valley. Mud bricks drying in the sun. Another army camp, well, look at it. That's a good flow in that water, isn't it? This is the little village of Turtuk. I'm going to be having lunch somewhere here. And this is as far as we're allowed to go in North India.
Before lunch, we took a walk around Turtuk village. We got to see how some of the families lived and their farming life. We got to meet some of the locals and visited a blacksmith shop. It was really quite interesting.
Yeah, just had a little tour of the village here at Turtuk. It's part of the Balti region. It used to be Baltistan. Used to be owned by Pakistan, and apparently in early 70s, apparently in the fighting, India won it, and now it's India's rule. So there's a mix of people here: Persian, Pakistan, Tibetan. And anyway, we're just heading down the road a small bit for lunch. Beautiful place. Up there, the road goes for 10 kilometres up that road is the Pakistan border, and locals are allowed to go up to the border, but as tourists we have to stay. This is the furthest we can go, so you can't ask much better than that, can you? We've just had lunch and we're heading back basically the same way, but everything looks different, of course, when you go a different way. It's such a good ride that It's worth actually doing twice. Look at that.
Check out this army truck going over the bridge and the way the bridge flexes under its weight. No wonder they're only allowed one at a time on the bridge. We had paused here because we got word that one of our group members had an accident. We were unsure of how serious it was, but we just had to wait up till things got sorted. Not a bad place to stop though.
Well, we've just had word that had a bit of a delay. One of the guys has had an accident. Suspected broken arm, but they've sent him off to hospital. And we'll find out more information later, I suppose. And check out all these road workers working. So we've just got back from our day ride and now we're heading off for a camel ride in the sand dunes of Hunder. There's only 4 of us. I think a few of them thought today was quite a big day. Things you see, huh? Well, here we are at the camel rides. Shiva's just getting our tickets and we'll be off.
The camel rides took place in the sand dunes of Hunder. It was pretty special, and the winds came up and created a bit of a dust storm. Looked pretty good.
Well, that was fun. Beautiful afternoon, good way to end the day.
In the next episode, we leave Hunder and retrace our route back up the Nubra Valley. We then climb another high mountain pass. The descent has to be seen to be believed. One of our group gets knocked off his bike by a taxi, and we spend the night next to an amazing monastery.